I built this mechanically dimming lamp because I hated the flicker of LEDs when you're trying to have a romantic dinner with your wife. But have I spent hundreds of hours and buttloads of money for nothing? Well, we're about to find out. Now, this idea came to me when I was taking a trip to my local stationery store, when I realized there was other ways I could control light, saving my romantic dinners with my wife. Then I came across this lamp. It kind of reminded me of an exploding Death Star.
See you later, you Empire scum.
I love this idea of mechanical dimming. There's something tactile about it. But I'm not going to support the mass production and consumerism of IKEA, am I? No, I was going to use 10 times the amount of money and hundreds of hours to make my own mechanically dimming lamp. But after hours and hours of filming myself pretending to design my own mechanically dimming lamp, I was stuck. I just couldn't come up with an original design. So I just ended up staring longingly into the camera lens. That was it. Cameras use apertures to control light. What if I made like a giant aperture? Apertures, however, are generally precision devices. And if you saw my last project where I turned an old swimming pool into a canoe, you'll know that precision's not really my forte. I was going to need some help. It was time to employ the services of a robot. Yes, my friend Jürgen has come to the rescue again to help me draw up all the parts so we can 3D print and CNC them out. Now all our parts were machined. All we needed was a bass drum.
Wait, what?
Yeah, a bass drum. Are you going to be steam bending rings?
Oh yeah, smart.
And it just so happens I was at the store the other day and I found this. With a borderline dangerous maneuver on the table saw and a quick spin on the router, I had my outer housing ring. And I just had to throw this thing together and see my glorious precision work. What could go wrong?
Okay, first try, here we go. Why is it so tough? Come on. Robot precision my ass.
On closer inspection, it seemed that I'd made the tolerances too tight, and all the excess friction was stopping the aperture from opening. So all it took was a quick sand of the actuator ring, and we were back in business.
Here we go. That looks sick. It runs so much smoother.
It's time to make this thing look legit. The first problem I had to solve was how to get the power cables into the lamp, and I came up with this ingenious idea of using a small pipe fitting to run the cables through. Next up, I had to work out how to mount this thing to the ceiling, so I came up with this construction of plywood, and it ended up just looking like a chocolate cake, to be honest. Staining everything in black and then oiling to finish started to look pretty sweet. To allow you to operate the lamp, I created these knobs out of some aluminium round bar. I then glued and wired in the LED strip, and may have borrowed my wife's lamp for the switch. After a quick wire up and a polish of my knob, we were ready to mount this thing. Now, I don't know who invented these nail bracket things for cables, but they probably should be sued. After leveling the lamp, we are ready to go. Alright, it was time to test this thing and bring romantic dinners back.
Do this.
Oh, God. I'd done something wrong. Rather than freak out, I decided to shed some light on this problem. What? I'd somehow plugged it into the dimmer circuit, null and voiding the whole point of this project. Man, I'm never gonna have romantic dinners with my wife. But wait a sec, don't I just need to change where it gets its power from? Crisis averted, and I'd done it. I'd managed to dim an LED without dimming it. A mechanical dimming device that just looked so cool. But I came to the realization as my wife picked a booger from my nose that I really didn't need this lamp to keep the romance alive. I mean, it's all about spending quality time with the people you love, especially my wife, who's so amazing. So, if there's anything you can get from this video, it's go spend time with people you love. Quality time.